Greetings everyone, welcome to the North Carolina A&T State University Dairy Farm. My name is Dr. Lauren Mayo. I'm an assistant professor here in animal sciences with a focus on precision dairy technologies and reproductive biology. It's really exciting to have all of you with us here today because we get to show you some of the things a little bit more behind the scenes of what it takes to implement research with our voluntary milking system here at A&T. Our voluntary milking system was installed back in April of 2023, and since then we've only seen great benefits, not only to our students, our cows, but then also the other stakeholders like producers that have come out for different small farm days. And so what's really exciting about this system is that it allows the cow to voluntarily choose when she comes in. Our university is one of 6 in the United States currently that have an automated milking system or a voluntary milking system of any kind. This allows us to do a lot more research on how we can make this system better for both the cows and for the people managing it. But also at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we're providing a wholesome, nutritious product for our consumers. Unfortunately, most Americans are 3 to 4 generations removed from the family farm, meaning that most of our neighbors or you or I or even were not raised on a farm. And so our access to farming is definitely reduced compared to our previous generations. And so what's also exciting about this system is that it brings a lot of the consumers here to actually see how a dairy operation is run. And a lot of that, I think, ensures them that we're doing the best we can as producers, as researchers, as educators to make sure that these cows are well taken care of and that we produce a product that we're proud of. So now we've made it down into the pit of the voluntary milking system, which is basically just below the machine. And so each cow, when they come into the system, is going to have an RFID tag, simply electronic form of an ID tag that will allow them to walk into the entrance gate. Once they do that, the system will recognize their number based on this RFID tag. It will then put the cow into the exact positioning that it needs to be so that she stands right where the robotic arm can access her. This robot here, you can see there's a 3D camera, and so that's what's going to be able to identify the teats and where they actually are. And there's also some nozzles here that will do a pre-disinfectant, and then when she's done, a post-disinfectant as well. It'll identify where the teats are. It'll grab what we call a teat cleaner cup, and it will then clean each teat, and then the robot will also grab each teat cup, which you can see here, and it'll place it on each teat respectively. If that cow kicks it off, the system will notice that and we'll try to put it back on, and then if unsuccessful, we'll send an alarm to our phones and our computers to let us know that there's a cow having a difficulty in the robot. This system here, where it shows what she's actually milking by each individual teat and overall flow rate, the system picks up on when her milk flow starts to slow down, and it will actually go ahead and remove those individual teats to prevent over milking and causing damage to the teat end. And then it'll also give us an average based on her previous milking at this time yesterday and also the last 7 days. If she is going straight to the tank, then it will come to this milk jar over here. And so this milk jar is going to hold the milk before it gets piped up the silver stainless steel piping across to our bulk tank, which then gets picked up by the milk truck driver. We have 2 different divert buckets down here, one for colostrum and one for whole milk to feed our calves. So rather than us having to worry about milk replacer or things like that, we're able to divert it directly from the system. On the research side, if we're interested in taking a sample regardless of where the milk ends up in the tank, in the divert, or in the waste, we can also take a sample of that cow, so we can either run a sample that day, or if we need a deeper analysis, send it off. But most of the things that we're interested in, we're able to do in our own labs today, whether that be looking at milk quality, milk composition like milk fat, protein, and then also we're working on some things for early pregnancy detection using the same system. After each cow leaves, it'll open that front gate and it'll let her exit. One of the things that allows her to keep coming back is the incentive of food. So every time she puts her head down, this RFID checks her in for a drop of feed, and she'll get as much feed as she wants to consume in that moment. And then that is also what mainly encourages them to keep coming back from milking to milking.